Supporters of the Rose Festival gathered this week in downtown Welland. Those in attendance were given details on this year's festival that begins June 5th.
This year's Rose Festival, Mark, I think is going to exceed everybody's expectations. We have an amazing crew of volunteers that put together the whole festival package in a very short period of time. They've done an exceptional job. The fact that we're bringing the parade to the main street of Welland is something that I think everybody should recognize as a change from the last few years. But it was something that we addressed last year, and in fact we did promise the people of Welland to bring it back to the main street.
The street dance is back this year.
The street dance is back, it certainly is. Mr. Romano will be bringing us, I believe, 3 bands at the Market Square, and it's always been a popular event. I don't expect this year to be any different at all. In fact, it should be a huge success.
One of the early events in the festival is the Coronation Ball. This year's contestants attended the media launch, as did the 2014 Rose Queen, Amanda Jones.
What do you think you learned about your community that maybe you didn't know beforehand?
I learned that there were so many more community events than I was aware of. I've gone to over 30 events this year to represent the Welland Rose Festival, and I met a lot of people that I didn't know were part of Welland, and it was very fun.
This year represents the 54th edition of the Rose Festival and will include many of the events the festival is known for.
This year we're switching things up just a little bit. We're not doing the typical 3-day weekend anymore. We're just going to do Friday night and then all day Saturday and Saturday night. We're focusing more on kind of the festival aspect of it, you know, bringing the festival back to the Rose Festival, if you will. So there's going to be bands, there's going to be wrestlers, there's going to be, you know, mad science for the kids. You know, we have 3 shows on Saturday with the mad science for the kids. It's all paid for, so anything that the kids get at these stations is all going to be free and paid for, so the parents can kind of put the wallets away for a little bit.
What are your dates, Ryan?
June 19th and the 20th. So the Friday, June 19th, and Saturday, June 20th. Friday will be from 3 to 11. Saturday will be 11 to 11.
June 21st, and the parade starts at 1 o'clock, with the lineup starting at 11 o'clock at the old Canadian Tire Financial Services on East Main Street. The parade runs down East Main from the Canadian Tire and turns left on King Street and goes left on Yonge Street to the Market Square.
I don't know the first thing about organizing a parade. Tell me what goes into it.
Well, generally we sit in a room about 3 hours a day, about 2-3 months now. Usually 4 to 5 hours after that. There's a lot of homework that goes into it, and it's paperwork, sponsorships, making sure everybody's set and kosher, stuff like that. So it's pretty decent. It's not bad.
Come out and take part in the 54th edition of the Welland Rose Festival. For a full list of events, visit wellandrosefestival.on.ca. In Niagara, you're watching The Source.